Well, the South Dakota men had an unplanned week off last week, unfortunately, with health and safety protocols. Had to miss a couple of games at North Dakota and North Dakota State. And joining me now to catch up on all things Coyotes is head coach Todd Lee. And Todd, it's been a long time since you've actually been able to talk about basketball-related activities other than what happened last week. So frustrating, certainly, to be in the position you're in right now, I'm sure.
Yeah, you want to play games. If you're competitive, and our guys are, they want to compete and play in games. You only get about 30 nights a year. Otherwise, you're practicing, and it's disappointing. But, we had a number of guys that tested positive, and then we had some other issues come up, not just COVID issues, but some couple injuries. And then we also had some other guys get sick. And so we have not been together as a team since the Kansas City UMKC game. So I haven't seen the team in 10 days. So we're hoping that today we start getting some guys back. But we don't know exactly how many we're going to have today, even for practice.
So how concerning is all this? Obviously, first and foremost, the health and safety of your players is prominent. That's the most important thing here, certainly. But how concerning is it knowing what you've got in front of you this week on the road at Frost Arena against South Dakota State team that's really playing good basketball, and as of Monday morning, you're not even sure who you're going to have and when?
Yeah. It's not a great feeling, but, we're hoping we get to play the game. You don't want to go this long without playing. So we think we're going to have a decent number of players back today to practice, and then they will filter in throughout the week. The biggest thing is, as you said, the health and safety of our players, making sure that they're symptom-free, feeling well enough to practice, and then get them back in the gym so that they have some normalcy, as we prepare to play a state at state, which is obviously a huge game for us for a lot of reasons. So hopefully this week we start getting healthy and get the guys back and get them in shape, basketball shape, because as I said, you can get out of basketball shape pretty quickly.
From a coaching perspective, obviously you know what's in front of you in terms of who the opponent is and what games against them always mean when you're here at the University of South Dakota. But when you look at this year's version of the Jackrabbits, where they're at right now, how they're playing, eliminate the COVID part of it and just look at it from a coaching perspective, what are some of the challenges you think you're going to face Saturday in Brookings?
Well, obviously they're a great offensive team, one of the best in the country. It's a team that can shoot the basketball. I think they're second in the country in three-point field goals. They have post players that can score. They're a dominant offensive team. So, and we've struggled at times to score. And so, but to beat them, you're going to have to score the basketball because they're not going to, now last year, I think we held them to 58 points there and beat them in Brookings. That's hard to do in Brookings, or hold them to 58 points no matter what. You're going to have to score the basketball because they're so good offensively, and they have so many weapons. And Hendo does a good job of keeping it simple and spacing and getting the ball to the matchups they want. They don't overcomplicate it. You're going to have to guard the ball. You're going to have to guard the post, and then they just space so well with their shooters. So that when you watch them, and obviously Douglas Wilson's just different. He's different than anybody else we have in our league from a defensive standpoint. He can switch and get onto a guard, and he wins that matchup. He can guard a post, he wins that matchup. And so he's a unique talent in our league, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
All right, well, Todd, first off, just good luck getting healthy, getting your guys back, getting back into some sort of rhythm here with the basketball side of things. And then good luck to you Saturday in Brookings. Look forward to seeing how things go for you.
Yep, thanks, Jay.